All right.
There we go.
Hey,
Welcome,
good to see you
everybody.
guys.
I'm Darren Blue.
Hey,
I'm
Darren.
Kevin Blue. We are the Blues Brothers, and we are very honored and excited to announce we have the incredible, not only John Carter Cash, Anna Christina Cash, but the rest of the Cash family here.
Joseph Cash. Joseph Cash.
Joseph Cash.
Grace June.
Grace June Cash. Jane Ashley
And it's a
Yeah,
family
yeah.
affair today. So
Yeah, you know, man, great. We don't have the Blues here, but we're glad to be with the Blues Brothers. Great to be hanging out with you guys.
cheers. Cheers to that. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just
Well,
being
we-
on the Blues. Yeah,
We
but
appreciate
yeah,
you hopping
play
on
some,
with
play
us.
some blues. I got the blues.
Nice.
Brothers blues. How about that?
That'll be our intro song.
Yeah, we might have to work something out on that.
Little
Yeah, you
jingle.
need a theme song.
We
can
do
work
need
on
a
it.
jingle.
Yeah,
We do.
we may as well lay it out.
We could, yeah.
Yeah. You let me know. It's only going to be $45 an hour for my daughter to record it.
That's a great deal
Sounds
as well.
sounds pretty
I'm
reasonable.
just joking, man. Yeah, no,
So-
I'm excited to be here with you guys. This is great. Made a film, produced a film directed by David McClister called Dragon Song.
Uh-huh.
It's a Western genre. It's like the Peck and Paw films, like the Wild Bunch, and it's quite a bit connected with the spaghetti westerns and whatnot. It's of that ilk, and it's a short film. It's sort of disjointed and different. But Dragon Song will actually be premiering on April 10th, which right now is tomorrow, 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It'll be on Facebook and also on YouTube. But anyway, we're excited. It won Best Picture and Best Actress and Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor and Best Director and at a festival. Part of it was at the festival, the Wild Bunch Festival, and then another which focuses on the westerns of this particular genre, and then also another festival that it won a number of awards. But it's been around for a little while. We had a promo for it that came out not too long ago that was on YouTube, and there was a lot of excitement about it over that time period. But the world premiere of Dragon Song is April 10th, tomorrow at 3 p.m. And we're just thrilled to see it coming out. It's sort of our baby. Eric Hamilton is also a co-star. Jamie Johnson, renowned, top country singer, artist, is also a special guest in the film. He plays a pastor. He plays a pastor named Bill Miller. But anyway, it's a different kind of film, but we're really excited about it. But the film itself is based around a song that I wrote when I was 21 years old called Dragon Song. Now, it began, the short film, it's 18 minutes long or so. The film began as an idea for a video, and we're going to do a music video. And then talking to David McClister, the director, we said, hey, why don't we expand this a little bit? Why don't we do something different? And the word Western came out of his mouth, and the word spaghetti Western, and then Peck and Paw came out of my mouth. And we went down this path to create this, what became a short film and not just a music video.
Nice.
Very excited about it, and glad to be sharing it with the world.
So by definition, what is a spaghetti Western for the folks out there who don't know?
Well, back in the 1960s, there was a director named Sergio Leone. Now, Sergio Leone worked a lot with Clint Eastwood and a few other wondrous stars that made these Westerns in Italy. Now, if you watch these Westerns, you can see, if you watch the actors' mouths, except for Clint Eastwood and the other main actors, you can see that their voices are overdubbed. Now, what was going on is that they were recording their parts in Italian, while the American actors recorded their parts in English. And so it made for a unique thing. And they were done in Italy, supposed to be in the American West. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly is one of the spaghetti Westerns. It's one of Clint Eastwood's greatest films. For a few dollars more, A Fistful of Dollars, they all sort of fall into that same genre because they were directed by the same director, Sergio Leone. Sam Peckinpah also directed The Wild Bunch, and these films it's hard to know who the heroes are. It's hard to know, who the bad guys are. I know who the good guy is here. But in these movies, it's Grace is a good guy. But it's these movies, the spaghetti westerns, the Peckinpah films in particular, there's really, it's a lot of gray area. There's not any really good guys or bad guys. The bad guys got maybe some good in them. The good guys definitely have their own darknesses. And so, and that the Dragon Song is sort of within that ilk. And that my main character, his name is Lambrick White, and he survived the Civil War. He was a colonel, but when he got out, he had a lot of hard nightmares that he was living with. Now, Eric Hamilton's character is Spiny Lambrick, and Spiny was Spiny Shamblings. Oh, sorry.
Good catch. Good catch.
Thank you. Thanks, I forget. But Eric Hamilton's character was Spiny Shamblings, and he was friends with Lambrick White, the colonel, and actually, my wife, Anna Christina Cash, in real life, plays Veronica, Veronica Shamblings in the film, who is Eric Hamilton's character's wife.
Can I add something about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had just recently had a baby, so I look quite different in the film. And I sympathize with being a miserable pregnant woman in the film very much. I was being abused by Eric Hamilton's character, Spiny Shambling. So I was miserable and hot, and we shot it in the summer, and we were all wearing our 1800s garb and sweating. So just wanted to add that.
Definitely. And then Joseph back here, Joseph Cash, my son, he's peek around Joe. Hi, Peeker. Anyway,
hey, Joe.
Joseph Cash plays the deputy sheriff under myself, and he is of a high moral standard. My character sort of loses it, and the deputy sheriff has to try to make sense of this and steps in and tries to stop my character from doing something very horrible.
And I also play a younger version of him.
Yeah, and then rewrite, and there's like a time travel thing in which he plays a young version of me, and he actually wears my clothes that I wore in 1921. Excuse me, when I was 21 years old, and looks a lot like me, and sings.
Spoiler alerts, by the way.
Yeah, so lots of spoiler alerts.
That's pretty much a lot of it.
Yeah, but that's the sort of. It's like a dream sequence. It's the part of the film that maybe is not the reality. The reality is the Western that takes place in 1875.
So who's the sheriff and who's the deputy around the house there? No, I'm just kidding.
Nice. It depends on who's wearing the hat, and it depends on I won't say the gun.
Well, the trailer is awesome. We're super excited for that world premiere tomorrow, and that had to be a fun thing to work on, having the family be involved. And when did you guys first start working on the film?
2018?
In 2008.
17.
No, 18.
18.
Yeah, 2018 is when we did the majority of the filming, and we took our time, putting it together. And life goes on, and we try to, but we wanted to get it in the festivals and for 19 and whatnot, and so it was in those festivals, and it won those awards, and then now it's time to go ahead and get it out there for folks to see. But I would love to perform. Got a guitar, Joe? I would love to perform. Noodle? Got a noodle? Find something to noodle with. But I would love to perform the song "Dragon Song." That is within the film, and it's something that that I wrote again when I was 21 years old. So as long as we're in tune,
Close enough.
That'd be awesome.
Guitar.
yeah.
So let me ask you real quick before you do that, what inspired you to make a film about it so many years later?
Well, David McClister, the director, asked me, if you were to put out a film, if you were to do a music video, what song is it that you have that means the most to you in your life?
Okay.
And I thought about it for a moment, and I realized that it was Dragon Song. It was written at a period in my life where I was in a very dark space, but I was coming into an understanding of myself and dealing with a lot of interior darknesses and whatnot. And I feel like of my life, of the songs that tell of my life's journey, it's a very personal song, but it is to me the most impactful song that I've written in my life, impactful upon myself. And so it's the one that means the most to me. And so, and it's about masculine darkness. It's about the not being able to control our masculine nature when perhaps our anger takes over, or our own insanities or our addictions and whatnot. And there's a lot of that in the movie. There's a lot of dark reaction and drunkenness and whatnot, and it's
fake drunkenness.
Well, yeah, fake drunkenness, but man, I feel like man needs to step back and let listen to the woman and put the woman out front. I really do.
Remember that later.
Well, cognitively. I
Remember that, deputy.
I believe that.
A lot of people just heard that.
But living that way is something else. And so, facing it, being aware of my own shortcomings and whatnot. That's what it's about. But I mean, it's about whatever you want it to be. And if you listen to the lyrics, you'll see maybe it's a little hard to interpret it. So,
all right.
I can only see Joseph's head. He's going to play on this. So,
all right, we
And
will.
you'll hear some noodling.
there we go, noodling.
There you go.
In the background, I gotta say, is Shane Onby. We said that right, and Ashley Onby, and they're both in the film. Yay! And Ashley, it's funny, she hovers in the side in the background quite a bit. So anyway. I was the freak in the sideshow. I was the clown in the rodeo. I was the ghost that you passed on the street. You swore must have been James Dean. And I sit on the riverbank, tell the fish straightforward and frank. Say, hey, fish, better want what you need. Better want what you need. If you laugh, you must cry. Think before you speak. If you don't, you might say goodbye. Now would that be right? If you jump the gun, you better catch the wind. This is your last chance. Just think if you win, the pleasures you'll be enduring. I was the figure on the mountainside, the shadow in the corner late at night, the guy at the party in the cowboy hat who pinched your ass when you walked past. Did it make you mad? Or honey, did you like it?
No.
Fate sucks, but I'll bet you enjoy it. I was the man by the side of the road who recites his poetry and strips off his clothes. Have you got $5? I'm an alcoholic. Let's talk. I'm so sober and lonesome, and it helps me to realize, see it there in every man's eye. There's a fear and a horrible passion. These are my horns of the dragon. I was the kid in the front of the class, the hippie in the park, smoking grass, the man crying at the funeral that nobody knew, the
Reverend said, does anyone here protest this? I said, I do, I do, I do. And it helps me to realize that sometimes yes can mean goodbye, that one word ends a conversation. You didn't want what you need, you joked and laughed, you should have cried, thought before you spoke, look what you said, you say goodbye. Hey, but I guess it's all right. Got your universe to run. I guess you run it right. But you know it's ours to burn. The fire of the dragon. And it helps me to realize when I see it there. Every man's eye, there's a fear and a horrible passion. These are my eyes of the dragon.
That's beautiful.
So anyway, it puts me right back there where where I was when I wrote that song, just to go through it and to perform it. Grace likes it. Grace likes it.
It's like, jump if
It's
you
like
love
a
it.
song,
Jump
right?
if you love it.
Yeah, hey, country rebel.
So that. Hi, Grace. Hi, Gracie. So that's a song that the film is based on, and you wrote that when you were 21. That's incredible.
Yeah. I wrote it. I was in Australia and I was riding on a motorcycle day after day, and I wrote that in the periods of isolation while I was, riding on the motorcycle in the middle of nowhere, dodging, poisonous snakes and kangaroos and whatnot.
They got some wild creatures out there in Australia.
Oh yeah, they do. They go hop, they go bite, do whatever. But yeah,
you got to keep your head on a
Australia.
swivel.
We have some dear friends down there that are there right now, and we have friends here that are from Australia also. So, but yeah, all those years ago, that song meant a whole lot to me. And looking back, when it meant the most to me of anything that I've ever written. So, but in theme, it's like, this is a murder movie, not murder, whatever. It's a heart of darkness kind of a thing, struggle, whatnot. And, I was thinking, how about a murder ballad?
Sure.
Would you guys like to hear a murder ballad?
Hey, we're always game for that.
Well, I come from the Carter family, right? And come from the Carter family, Maybelle Carter, A.P. Carter, Sarah Carter, and they wrote a lot of murder ballads, and that were part of the repertoire, or gallows ballads, or whatever. But my wife and I wrote a song that she sings that I'm really excited about. She's got a new album coming out here.
April the 24th. It's called Shine, and this song is on it.
Yeah, it's on the album.
It's called Southern Roots.
But right in theme with what we're doing, with Dragon Song, this seems to be the logical choice. It's another story song, so
Nice.
Or it is a story song. The other one wasn't really, but this is a story song. So hang in there and watch out. It's pretty heavy, but we'll give it all we got.
We got a lot of candles in here, and the smoke is
Heating up.
I'll do my best.
Awesome. We'll let you
All
take
right.
it away.
All right, cool. All right, Gracie, you ready? Listen.
Way down south in no man's land was a good wife dealt a dirty hand. Her man's head just wasn't right. Got sick, drunk most every night. He married her for her daddy's money. and to spread the seed of his family tree. She lived for love and the sake of the heart, but all the good have fallen apart. There's a tree grows tall by the waterside, standing on the sun. And you don't mess around with the girls and yourself, so mama teach the girls to shoot. He came back home from a pistol fight, stoned and drunk in the middle of the night. He hit her hard with the butt of his gun. That's the moment she came undone. Well, he woke up sick with a pain in his hand. She brought him coffee and breakfast in bed. She rubbed his feet and she gave him a smile. He said, can we take a walk? You know why. There's a tree grows tall by the waterside, standing on the sun. And don't mess around with the girls in the south. Mama teaches the girls to shoot. She took a shovel down to the creek and dug a hole 3 white sticks deep. Back at the house, her eyes did shine. She said, sweetie, fresh air will clear your mind. Well, she looked pretty with the wind in her hand, with the smell of Tupelo in the air. She kissed his lips and the deed was done. She shot twice with her mama's gun. There's a tree grows tall by the waterside, standing on the southern roots. And you don't mess around with the girls in the south, mama teaches the girls to shoot. There's a tree grows tall by the waterside, standing on the southern roots. And you don't mess around with the girls in the south, cause the mama teaches the girls to shoot. He lays beneath the Spanish mountains, where all the pain was finally lost. She planted a live oak right on his grave, and the tree grows taller every day. Southern Roots on Shine, April the 24th, will be released. It's very talented, singing so many camels. Thank you so much. And smoke just like billowing at my face, but
If I blow them out, it's just going to get that much worse. But yeah, excited about that. Excited about Dragon Song coming out tomorrow. I know it says YouTube across the screen on the bottom. It will be on YouTube. I know 3 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. It's my understanding. But it will also be on Facebook, on my Facebook page. If you go to Facebook.com/John Carter Cash, you can find my Facebook page. And it will also be there to watch tomorrow. So, hey, April 10th, excited about Dragon Song coming up, and want to just give it a kick and just see what happens.
watch Dragon Song.
Yeah. So cool. Are you guys in Nashville, Tennessee?
We are in Ashland City, Tennessee.
They're in Ashland.
Ah.
They have a beautiful studio.
Cool.
Once we're able to
Cool.
get together again, we got to go
Yeah,
visit
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should come out to the cabin sometime. You know.
We would love to, and it was an honor to have Anna Christina out here at the Rebel Ranch
Yes.
not too
Yes,
long
but
ago.
the first time
and-
I met these guys in 2017, they put pie in my face.
Oh, yeah. I was there. That was
I think he was there for that one.
Yeah.
we weren't gonna bring that up, but I think he was there.
Fine.
Yeah.
We
They
played
used-
that
yeah, they
game,
used to do
Pie
that
Face.
On
That's
Hee-Haw,
a great
you know.
game. That's on YouTube, by the way. That's
Oh,
still
yeah,
up there.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great
They used to do that
icebreaker.
on Hee-Haw, the pie in the face.
I think you need to bring it back. I think it just needs to be your stick. I think you should do it.
But yeah, these hats that we're wearing, Shane and I, and then Joe had one on a minute ago. They're actually the hats that we wear in the film Dragon Song. This
Oh,
was
nice.
this was my father's hat, and this is a turkey feather, so totally cool.
Nice.
But yeah, this was his hat, and I have a hat that's an Australian hat. Of all, they keep talking about Australia, but his hat is, I think it might be backwards, but his hat is actually. His hat
like
fits
it.
my head better than my own hat. So. There's Joe. There's
That's
Joe's
awesome.
hats. You're
Your
really
head's a little sweaty.
yeah.
Well, man, that was fun. Thank you guys
Yeah.
so much. That was
definitely
awesome.
so, you know.
Stay
And-
safe.
and the new-
wash your hands, and
Yeah.
until next time, and enjoy the cozy fire over there. They have a beautiful fireplace for the
Yep,
artisting
yep.
and everything.
Yeah.
Come to go to johncartercash.com or annachristina.cash.com and check out what we do. You can also go to josephcash. Is it .com? You know, Joe? You got a website?
Joseph J. Cash.
Joseph J. Cash on Instagram. But what's your SoundCloud? You got.
My Spotify is just
Spotify.
My Spotify is just Joseph.
But
Cash.
Joseph's music is amazing. It's really beautiful. It's experimental music.
It's a little out there.
Yeah,
It ain't country. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Well.
I mean, if he's ready to do one, we'll just roll it live right now. We'll just
Yeah. But yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, it's on Spotify, right?
Yeah, there's two Joseph Cash. I'm not the one that's rapping. That's the
He's
biggest
not.
thing.
Okay.
He's
All
not,
right.
he's not the rapper. He can rap, but not the one that's on Spotify.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's very interesting. Check out Joseph Cash's music. Check out Anna Christina Cash's music, and John Carter Cash's music. I have an album myself coming out in June, so it's gonna and I will go ahead and say I'm very excited about it, and so keep it out. It's called maybe Hey Crow is the name of the album, but it's
Awesome.
actually the Cash Collective, so it's a little complicated. But anyway, more about that later.
But Dragon Song premieres tomorrow worldwide. Anna
Yeah, the
Christina's
film,
album's out on the 24th, correct?
Yes, April the 24th. That's
And we're
right.
super excited about that as well.
Yeah, thank you.
And this
thank
was
you,
awesome. Yeah.
Okay, guys. All
Stay
right.
safe.
See you.
Thank you, everybody watching. Until next time, thank you guys.
Oh
This
my
was
God.
awesome.
Good to see you
We'll have to
guys.
do it again.
Grace says goodbye. Grace.
Goodbye.
Bye, Grace.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Ashley. Bye, Joseph. See
Bye,
ya.
Grace. Okay. Good job.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
She's a little show child.